Mr. Berry, can you please remove your hat? This is the court.
Okay.
Thank you.
The 36th District Court in the state of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, driving, wearing of head garments unless for religious purposes, chewing of gum, or reading any materials. Proper attire is required. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Ready to proceed? Good morning to you all on Zoom as well. Are we ready to proceed on Mr. Berry?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now calling the People versus Nathaniel Berry, ticket number SP 1376014, counts 1, 2, 3, and 3. Also ticket number SP 1376015. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, on behalf of Mr. Berry, who is present via Zoom. Mr. Berry, can you please state your name for the record?
Nathaniel Berry.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Are you ready to proceed, Ms. Warfield?
Yes, Your Honor. I have had an opportunity to speak with my client about his matters. He has elected to use his right to a bench trial, Your Honor. I have explained to him that he has a right to a jury trial, and he has waived that right for a bench trial, Your Honor.
And Mr. Berry, you understand those rights?
Yes.
And you understand that you're setting this matter for a bench trial where the trier of fact will be before me as a judge and not before you?
Yes.
Okay. We will, the court will enter not guilty plea on all 4 matters.
Yes.
And schedule this for bench trial on March 10th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m. or 8:30 a.m.
Did you hear that date, Mr. Berry?
Yes, I'm looking for a pen right now to write it down. March 10th,
Calendar
2010.
on your cell phone for March 10th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. If nothing further, that concludes.
Thank you, Your Honor. You are free to leave, Mr. Berry.
Thank you.
And we do have a prosecutor now in the courtroom, for those, for if you or Ms. Carter needed.
Okay,
If Ms. Carter needed to speak with her.
perfect. Who's the prosecutor, man?
Ms. Walker.
Hi, Ms. Walker. How are you?
Hey, Ms. Warfield, I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. I have a few people who have documentation to show. How do you want me to send that to you?
If you saw it and verified that it's for the vehicle and current, then I'm fine with dismissal. I'll trust your representations.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, that means I am ready on Mr. William Brown, Your Honor.
Okay.
I will pull him out. Now, I just wanted to make sure there is another William Brown that has a middle name of Robert J. I did check with Mr. William Brown that I spoke to. He said that's not him and he's only here for 2 matters. So just in case the court gets confused, because I did. Yes. So I will pull him out right now.
Ms. Carver, while we have the prosecutor here, are you in need of any conversations with her? Is Ms. Carver back? One moment, Madam Prosecutor, let me see where the other. I'm gonna try to chat her.
I can go Zoom back in. I was in the meeting waiting room and for some reason I never got that in. So I said I'd just come down.
Thank you. I have, so we are actually having, do you have access now?
Yeah.
I was having a hard time getting.
I can't hear now.
No one's saying anything just yet. I'm going to put you on mute, okay?
Okay.
What matter are you here on?
Judge, I'm here for Begum Jahanara.
Bacon?
Yeah, and Judge, due to all respect, I have a circuit court at 9:15 a.m. on the front of Judge Kelly.
Do you need to go back there or are you done with it?
No, I need to go back, like I'm scheduled 9:15 on the front of Judge Kelly.
9:15 or 9:50?
9:15, 9:15.
So it's 9:21 now. If you want, you could go and check in with Judge Kelly. Do you have two devices?
I do. I'm actually right now on login in the other device.
If you'd like, you could just go on mute and turn your camera off and just be prepared when I call your case.
Okay.
As of right now, I'm not sure which one of the attorneys are representing your client,
Okay.
but we can put you all in the breakout room so that they can
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Carver, or Attorney Carver, the prosecutor is going back to her office to get on Zoom if there's any conversations you need to have with her.
Yes, that would be great. Who is the prosecutor?
It's Shannon Walker today.
Okay.
And I'm looking.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
And then I had a question for the clerk, if you're available.
She's here.
Yes, I'm available.
Okay, Mr. Melvin Bentley was under the impression that he would have all tickets consolidated today, but he only has 2 on the docket.
Melvin Bentley.
So he has driver's license and no insurance on the docket, but he was under the impression that he set a new date and had everything together.
Let me see, does he have, let me see if he sees other tickets. Yeah, I didn't see her name. Mr. Bentley has quite a few tickets.
We want to make sure that they are aware of all of his matters so we can get the ball rolling.
Okay.
And then should we admit these new people from the waiting room?
I'm sorry, who asked to be put in the waiting room?
There's 8 new people in the waiting room. I was just wondering if I should start admitting them or.
Don't admit them here. I think she may want them. I'm gonna
Okay,
let her decide how
I-
she wants to do it. Because it
Okay.
gets confusing
Right, that's what I
sometimes.
was trying.
Right.
Trying to gather Mr. Bentley's, he has several other charges. So Mr. Bentley may get in court. He has warrants.
So, yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Council Carver,
Yes,
were you the one that asked about Mr. Bentley?
yes.
So, Mr. Bentley, he has a couple of warrants and a couple of defaults.
Right now, only defendant.
Okay.
Those today. Give him enough court
You guys.
days.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
No, somebody.
Ms. Walker, can you press mute, please?
Yes, Judge. So he has warrants. Are there any other court dates?
He does not have any other court dates set.
Okay, and how many warrants are out?
So he has. So he has a total of 3 warrants on,
Okay,
and all 3 of those are no operator's license and open alcohol in the vehicle.
okay,
And then like 4 tickets, I'm sorry, that are in default.
okay. Thank you. And then, Ms. Shariah Bentley has a review. Could you tell me how much she owes?
Okay. So on one charge, she has that one ticket is $348.
Oh my.
And if this other one. And the other one looks like she owes $100.
And those are the review tickets.
Yes, these are the review tickets.
And then Attorney Walker, could we go into a breakout room?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, did you save one for the attorneys or? Yeah, I think we can go to one.
Sounds good.
I took, yeah, one or two is fine.
All right, can I go? Ready, Counselor?
I am.
All right, now calling the People versus William J. Brown, ticket number SP 137-7422. One count of expired plates, one count of no insurance, misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, on behalf of Mr. Brown, who is present via Zoom. Mr. Brown, can you please state your name for the record?
William J. Brown.
Thank you. Your Honor, Mr. Brown is here for a pretrial and a hearing for his matters. He has provided documentation showing that he's in compliance with both his insurance and his expired plates. I have discussed this with the People prosecutor, and she has verified that as long as I have seen the documents, which I do have, as Mr. Brown has sent them to me, that she is okay with dismissing his matter. So I'm asking that this court dismiss Mr. Brown's matters for compliance.
Okay, and you have verified both the insurance and the plate?
Yes, Your Honor. He has insurance through Cure Auto, and he has provided documentation showing that he has valid registration and plates, Your Honor. His registration expires on December the 3rd, 2023, for the Buick vehicle.
Okay. All right, so the court seeing or verifying that if an officer of the court has verified docs, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Brown, make sure that you have these documents in your vehicle at all times going forward, and your matter has been dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are free to leave, Mr. Brown.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So you're free, you thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Ready to proceed on any others, Mr. Warfield? Attorney Warfield, are you ready to proceed on any?
Not yet. Not yet. I just wanted to briefly speak with Prosecutor Walker really quickly about documentation that was provided for me for the other person I spoke with. And then I'll be back.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, I'm waiting for Judge Kelly waiting room. So if my client, Mr. Begum, show up, like you can call my case. So I'll,
Can you spell your client's name?
Judge Begum, Begum. Last name, I believe, and first name is Jahanara, Jahanara. I have a case number 2 if you want.
I was gonna see if he checked in.
Right.
I didn't see her in the gallery, so.
I don't see him in the breakout room either.
She was scheduled 8:30, Judge.
I know.
I didn't even see the officer either.
I'm sorry?
I didn't even see the officer who issued the ticket.
She's on, yeah, he said she's the first one.
Oh, I see her. She's in it.
Oh, she-
Yeah. Have you checked it?
I didn't even see them.
Her name has been changed. You think she?
Well, I sent everyone out there a note to change their
What do
name.
you, what do you need to do to check her in? 'Cause I want to put it in the-
You can just pull them in and I'm looking for the file.
Is
Hey,
it
go.
Deidre?
She logging, Judge. I see her right now.
I put her in here. I have it. I'm doing
Okay,
this.
excellent.
Ms. Bijam, is it Bijam?
Begum.
Is that Bijam?
Yes,
Ms. Bijam? Good morning.
good morning.
You have an interpreter here. I am going to, let me just change your name so I can make sure it's capital B. I'm gonna put you both in a breakout room. You can interpret now to her.
Judge কইরা বইন আমরা ব্রেকআউট রুমও দিবা আমরা ব্রেকআউট রুমও যাইতাম
ঠিক আছে
I'm sorry, say that again.
ওকে
ওকে
Oh, you, thank you. And then you both will talk to her, to an attorney.
ওকে জাজ আমরা ব্রেকআউট রুমও যাইমু আমরা একটা উকিলের লগে মাতিমু
ঠিক আছে ওকে কোন
She's probably gonna get a message to join the breakout room, and when
আপনি
she
মেসেজ
does,
উঠবো ব্রেকআউট রুমর লাগি তখন আপনি গুড ক্লিক করবা
ওকে
হেই গো ও জয়েন করো কোন
Officer Olson. Officer Olson,
Yes, Your Honor.
hi, I just noticed that you're in here for a Johnson. I don't have J's. Those are in Judge Williams' courtroom. Are you sure you're in the right courtroom?
I thought I was joining Judge Williams' courtroom. I'll join his now.
Okay, his is, oh, I think it's 331 or 332. It's either 331 or 332, but you can always go to 36 and just connect from there.
Might be 332.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, it's 332, okay. Attorney Warfield, I placed another, we just checked in an interpreter and a Miss Janara Bijam, I think is how I pronounce it. And they're in breakout room 14, if you want to handle that matter.
Perfect. I sure will. And also we are ready for Miss Stacy Bazzi as well. She is looking for a bench trial date.
Stacy Bazzi.
Yes, and I pulled her out of the breakout room already, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna rename her because I can't, I have to have a capital. I have to have initial caps. It won't let me go any further. My brain won't let me go any further. Okay, we got it. Go ahead and talk to them and then I'll be ready to call Ms. Bazzi as soon as you get back.
I do not see Officer Robinson's name on here.
Officer Robinson? Hi.
Madam Clerk?
One moment, Madam Prosecutor, and Mr. Banks, are you just checking in?
Yes, Your Honor.
What time was your hearing?
8:35. I mean, I've been on since 8:30.
You've been on, have you spoken to an attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you're all set, just wait one moment and we'll be ready for you as soon as your attorney comes back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes. Madam Prosecutor, the clerk is ready for you.
Yes, Judge, I sent Madam Clerk a chat, but I just need a driving record for last name Burton, and I'll be down shortly to view it.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
Thank you.
Officer Robinson, Willie Robinson, can you unmute your phone and come into camera?
Good morning.
Good morning. Who are you here on?
I'm here for Denise Bomer, Bomer.
Okay, she should be talking to, I believe she's in a breakout room to talk to an attorney, so I'm just gonna put her name next to yours.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll let you know when we're ready.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Mamat. Can you hear me? Stephen Mamat,
Yes,
what matter are you here on?
Ball, Jasham Ball,
I'm sorry.
B-A-L. B-I, Jasham Ball, B-A-L.
Oh, Sam.
Okay, are you the interpreter? Are you the
No.
officer? Are you the attorney?
I'm the attorney.
Okay. Have you had an opportunity to speak to your client in a breakout room?
No, I was just let in here. But I've been in the waiting room for the last hour.
Okay, your client hasn't checked in, but we will check to see. Have you spoken to them this morning at all?
Have I spoken to who? I'm sorry?
Have you spoken to your client? He hasn't checked in. He or she hasn't checked in.
No, I'll have to call. Let me see where they're at.
Okay, and it helps if you, when you put your name, if you name yourself to put attorney so that we'll know and recognize you a little sooner. So we apologize for the delay. But I just renamed you so that so it says who you're representing and that you're an attorney. If you can get in contact with your client and let them know that we are waiting for them to check in.
Okay, thanks.
Attorney Warfield, are you ready to proceed on safety badging?
I am. I also had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Begum. I was just chatting Ms. Walker to see if she had an offer. I noticed that Ms. Begum was here for an arraignment, so not sure if she does have an offer. But if she does not, we can just get a date for Ms. Begum to come back for a pretrial.
Okay.
And I'm ready on a few as well, Your Honor.
You're ready on who?
One second, Jessica. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Rachel Butler, Wes Banks, Melvin Bentley, and Terrence Blanching.
You're gonna have to repeat those again, so Madam Clerk can write that down.
Sorry, Rachel Butler. Wes Banks. Melvin Bentley. And Terrence Blanching.
Okay, and who has Denise Bomber? Did anyone speak to Denise Bomber? I have an officer waiting. on
I
that matter.
have. Where is she?
She should have been in a.
She's on. Oh, she must have came out. Okay, here she is.
Okay, if someone can take her into a breakout room and speak to her so that we can get the officer back to work.
Yeah, that's the one she.
Ms. Carver, I'm gonna ask you to do it because I'm ready to call Stacy Bobby on Warfield matter.
Okay, what is her name again?
It's Denise Bomber. She just got put into the main room, main session. Can you you want me to put her in a breakout room or do you have access capability?
I can do that. And what is the offer?
Well, we haven't.
She was having issues, right?
Student.
Attorney Carver, I'm not sure. You're gonna, it's Shannon, well, Attorney Walker is still on here, so do you have the file? I mean, do you know what the, you have the,
Ticket.
I can tell you what it is. If you wanna talk to
Yeah,
Shannon
that'd be,
Walker.
sure.
It looks like it's just one count of violation of instruction, permit student driver unaccompanied.
Okay.
Did you check these?
I didn't know.
Ready to proceed on Stacy Bobby. Stacy, if you could unmute yourself and turn on your camera, please. Now calling the people versus Stacy Bobby, ticket number B 501730. One count of conducting a used auto dealership without a license. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391 on behalf of Ms. Bazzi, who is present via Zoom. Ms. Bazzi, can you please state your name for the record?
Stacy Bazzi.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Bazzi is here for a pretrial. I have been had the opportunity to speak with my client. She has elected to ask for a bench trial at this time. I have explained her right to a jury trial, and she does waive that right for a bench trial.
Bazzi, that's your understanding?
Yes.
And you do understand that you will have a trial before me as a trier of fact instead of having a trial before a jury?
Yes.
Okay, the court will enter a not guilty plea on this matter and set this trial for March 10th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you.
Ms. Bazzi, you are free to leave. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
That concludes that matter.
This is Stephen Mamet, checking in on the ball matter again. There was a miscommunication with the trucking company, and he wasn't notified about today.
Ms. Vine, I need you to get your phone. I'm sorry, attorney. Can you I had someone else talking and I could not understand everything that you were saying. Can you start over, please?
Yes, there was a miscommunication with the trucking company for Mr. Ball, because we've been dealing with them, and so I'd asked for a German on this. It wasn't his fault. He's not available today.
Okay, and this matter was set for, one moment, let me just double check what we were. He was set for a pretrial as well as a hearing?
Yeah, there was three matters, pre-trial and it looks like formal hearing.
Are there any officers that checked in on the Bazzi matter?
I could give you the case numbers.
Judge, is that for Stacy Bazzi?
Yeah.
That's set for pretrial.
No, I'm sorry, Bob, B-A-L.
Oh.
There's one pretrial and then two hearings. Are they formal hearings?
No, when it usually
Yeah.
says It just is like a tag along with the pre-trial.
Okay, so we can give you a pre-trial date, Mr. Mamat, of 3/10/23 on
That's
Ball.
perfect. That's
Is
perfect.
that
Thank you
good?
so much. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
same
great.
time, 8:35. Just be sure to name yourself when you come in as attorney, so we know that you are an attorney and don't have you wait.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, I am so sorry. I went to go into another breakout room and I think I may have heard my name. Was someone about to ask me a question or about Ms. Bazzi?
No, it was,
No, okay.
Madam Prosecutor mentioned Ms. Body. She thought we were talking about Ms. Body, but we were talking about another. So no problem. But I am ready to proceed if Ms. Is Carver available now for Mr. Bank? All right, so which one are you ready to proceed on, Ms. Warfield or Taylor?
I am going to take Ms. Begum out of the breakout room to request a pretrial date for her matter. However, the interpreter has just logged into another courtroom. So I'm waiting for him to come back. So I can hop into more breakout rooms. Well, actually, I think Ms. Carver got the last person so far that's been assigned. So
I am getting ready to get Mr. Simpson into the main room because he's from.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Simpson.
Good morning.
What matter are you here on?
I thought I was getting some traffic tickets removed today.
Oh, for yourself?
Uh-huh.
So you must be in the wrong courtroom because I handle the letter B as in boy, unless you have a different last name.
No, I don't even know where I'm supposed to be, honestly. Can someone tell me?
Yeah, give me one moment. Give me one moment.
Thank you.
Put yourself on mute for a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have your ticket number? I'm sorry, unmute yourself if you have your ticket number.
The S's are in 333.
Is it just a traffic violation, Mr. Simpson? Because if it's just traffic, you're in 333.
Yes, it's just traffic.
Okay, so you'll be in courtroom 333. So you'll just log in the same way you logged in here. It's 360, then 333, then 0000.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm glad you weren't on my docket.
I'm glad too. I'll see
care.
you soon.
All right.
333.
Ready to proceed on Wesley Bank?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the People versus Wesley Bank, ticket number P1376162. One count of disregarding traffic control device, one count of driving while license suspended, one count of no proof of insurance. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Jane Carver on behalf of Mr. Banks. Mr. Banks, can you state your name, please?
Wesley Banks.
Your Honor, we'd like to set this matter for a bench trial date.
Mr. Banks, you had an opportunity to speak to your attorney and you understand your right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do understand that you're giving up your right to a trial by jury to have your matter heard before me as a trier of fact?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, the court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and set this trial for March 10th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m.
Maybe make sure you write that down. They might
March
not send
10th.
you anything, okay?
March 10th, 8:30 a.m. Thank you, Your Honor.
March 10th, yeah. You are all set. That concludes your matter. Have a good day and we'll see you back on March 10th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care. Ready to proceed on Beecham? That's Beecham.
yes, Your Honor.
So I had just I thought you. You did give me this. I do have this. This is all we have. Yes. Now calling the People versus Janara Beecham, ticket number SN 221-6251, one count of possess over limit of fish, possessing over the limit of fish. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391 on behalf of Ms. Begum, who is present via Zoom. Your Honor, I also would like to note that we do have an interpreter for Ms. Begum as well.
Judge, good morning. Syed Zaman, the court interpreter for Miss Jahanara Begum. When Judge case das SN by Shullo Dui Pas F.
Is this Zaman?
Yes, Judge.
Will you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that I'm sorry, what is the language that you're interpreting?
Bangla, Judge, Bangla.
Okay, do you swear or affirm that you will translate from English to Bangladesh and from Bangladesh to English to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. And then will you have your client say her name for the record?
Boin, আপনার নামটা হোক রেকর্ডও লাগে পরিষ্কার করে।
জাহানারা বেগম।
Jahanara Begum.
And Ms. Warfield, how would you like to proceed on this matter today?
Yes, Your Honor. Today is the time and date set for an arraignment on a bench warrant, Your Honor. I would ask that the warrant be set aside, and for purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute, asks the court to enter plea of not guilty, and we do waive formal reading of the charges.
Judge, আজকে তারিখ হইলো তাই ওয়ারেন্টর হিয়ারিং এর লাগে আমি কইমু এটা এক সাইডে রাখিয়া তাইরে আরেকটা তারিখ দাও মনের আর টিল দেন তাইরে আমরা নির্দোষ বলিয়া কইরাম আমার আরেকটা তারিখ চাইরাম।
And is it your desire, Ms. Warfield, to set this matter for trial?
For a pre-trial date, Your Honor, yes.
তুমি কি এটা বিচারও দিতে চাইরানি ওই জাজ আমি একটা প্রাথমিক বিচারও দিতাম চাইরাম।
Okay, we have a pretrial date available for March 10th, 2023. Is that okay for the client, Mr. Zaman?
Yes, Judge. Let me ask her. When Marchor পরবর্তী তারিখ প্রাথমিক বিচারের তারিখ হইলো আপনার March 10 শুক্রবার আপনি ঠিক আছেন নি?
Yeah.
Okay, the court will enter a not guilty plea and will recall all cases warned and set this matter for pretrial for March 10th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. A $0 fine will be continued.
Okay. 8:30 সময় মার্চের 10 তারিখ শুক্রবার পরবর্তী তারিখ। Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. That concludes this hearing.
আজকে গুহিয়া শেষ। Yes,
Ready to proceed on Ms. Bomber?
I don't have an offer. I don't know if the prosecutor is in the courtroom or.
She's here now. One moment.
Okay, great. I spoke with Ms. Bomber, but I didn't have an offer.
I apologize, sweetie.
Does it say student driver unaccompanied? Am I reading that right?
Hello.
One moment, Mr. Antoine.
Good morning, ma'am.
And I believe she has a
Put
good
your phone
record.
on mute.
Ms. Bomber said she has a good record and all of her other paperwork was in order. Perhaps we could do a delayed sentence.
Does she have a driver's license now?
I don't believe so, no. I don't think she can with
You don't think she can?
the ticket, yes. I can check with her one more time though, but I don't
She
think.
can get a license by the time if she wants to adjourn, and she can get a license, I can dismiss next time. I would just need to see something. I don't want to make it worse for her to get a license.
Crazy, you right.
Okay. Sorry, I'll be right back. Thank you.
Wow.
Say his name. Their name.
Okay, we have a few people who have entered the courtroom. We have Antoine on the iPhone. Antoine, what's your last, or Antion?
My name is Sean, ma'am.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Is it Antion iPhone? Unmute your phone. I see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you because you're on mute.
Okay. You hear me?
Okay. Yes, what's your name?
Antoine Ball. ANTIONEBALL.
One second, Mr. Ball.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been in the waiting room?
For about an hour or so.
Okay. But so you haven't had an opportunity to speak to an attorney, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I see, he's after Baldwin. They're kind of close together.
Oh, you got it.
I'm gonna place him in a
Okay,
breakout
they're
room.
gonna place you in a breakout room, Mr. Ball, so that you can speak to an attorney, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Madam Clerk, maybe the driving record on this one.
Okay, now, the person that is calling in on a Galaxy TY, what's your name? You had spoke before and said your name is, I think,
Sean Boyd.
Sean Boyd.
Yeah, SEAN Boyd, BOYD.
All right, Mr. Boyd, and you haven't had an opportunity to speak to an attorney as of yet?
No, ma'am. I don't need an attorney, ma'am.
You don't need an attorney?
No, ma'am. I can represent myself.
All right, I will call your case in one moment, Mr. Boyd. Have they decided what they're gonna do on this stuff?
Yeah, well, I don't know if she can get a valid license. That's what counsel is gonna ask her.
Terrence, can you unmute your phone and tell me your last name, please?
Brown.
Brown?
Yes.
Were you in another courtroom, Mr. Brown?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. But it's Terrence LaShawn Brown. You haven't had an opportunity to speak to an attorney yet?
No, I haven't.
One moment. We'll get you in a breakout room and speak to an attorney.
Is it?
Mr. Landon, have you had an opportunity to speak to an attorney?
Yes, I have.
All right. Ms. Carter, we're ready to go on, or what did you find? So I found out while you were gone, that this was, Ms. Carter, that this was set for a trial. So did she have opportunities prior? I mean, clearly she's had some opportunities between then and now to get the license, correct?
Correct. She said it would take a couple months, but she really just wants to plead and not come back.
We can offer fail to display.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready to proceed on that matter. Because I do have, and if she's going to plead to the failure to display, I would like to let the officer go. He's been here for quite some time.
Yes, I think she'll be ready then.
Officer Robinson? You're free to go. Yes. House Counsel, is ready to proceed.
Support is representing itself.
Now calling the people versus Sean D'Angelo Boyd, ticket number P1270354. One count of driving bright, glaring, or without lights, one count of defective or missing equipment, one count of no receipt or unsigned registration. Please state your appearance for the record.
Shannon Walker, P53794 on behalf of the people.
Mr. Boyd, please state your name for the record. You have to unmute.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're not on the Boyd matter, please press mute. Mr. Boyd, please state your name for the record.
Sean Boyd.
Okay, Mr. Boyd, it looks like, and I'm gonna, one moment.
I only see one matter.
Actually, yes, so I actually need to make a correction to the record. This matter is on ticket number P1270417, one count of no insurance. Mr. Boyd, are you aware that you have some outstanding matters that are in this default as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Are these in default or are they? Okay, how would you like to proceed, Mr. Boyd?
I got everything that I had. The judge, the officer told me to show it to the judge. I told him that I had proof of insurance, registration, the high beam lights that he stopped me for because I had the high beams on. I told him that the part was being ordered and it was coming into the auto place and they'll be fixing it in 1 week. And he still just, wrote me off a couple tickets and pulled off. And I said, I got insurance and registrations and all that. And he was like, show it to the judge.
Okay, do you have the capability of scanning and emailing?
I don't even know how to do that, ma'am. I just found out from my people how to even Zoom y'all so I could have this court date. I ain't never did this in my life. So I found out from my little family member, but I got everything that he said I didn't have. I got the light fixed on the.
I can't see that from here. I wouldn't be able to see it and verify, nor would the prosecutor be able to see that on the screen.
I could take pictures of it and send it to y'all.
If you take a picture, can you email it?
From my email to y'all?
Yes, or any,
Yes,
even your family,
yes, I
even if it's from
yes.
your family. I'm sorry.
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna recall your case momentarily. If you can email, take a picture of all the documentation you have and email it to us, so we can verify that. I'll recall your case in a moment.
Okay, all right, ma'am.
House Counsel, do you have any House Counsel available? I chatted with Officer Robinson for him, let him know that he's free to go. Officer Robinson, if you can hear me, you're free to go. Are parties ready to proceed on Ms. Bomber yet? Are the parties ready to proceed on Terrence Landing? I believe we're just waiting for House Counsel to come back in. Ms. Butler, I know that you've been waiting a while. As soon as your attorney comes back into the room, she is most likely speaking to other clients. I will call Bomber and then Butler.
Thank you.
And then I'm also ready on one more.
So, Mr., I don't even know if you're a Mr. B140DL, you don't have your phone on mute right now. I don't hear any background noise, but I would like for you to state your name. You're on the screen as B140DL. I'm gonna ask you to start your video so that we at least know who you are. If you don't start your video or speak soon, I'm going to have to remove you from this room. B140DL, you should have received a message from me to start your video. Please speak and or start your video. I'm sorry, so Ms. Carver, who are you ready to proceed on? Do you have Bomber?
Yeah, I'm ready on Bomber, and I gave you all the other names, but then there's one more, Shariah Bentley.
Rachel,
Melvin Bentley,
Ms. Butler,
Shariah.
you've already spoken to an attorney, correct? You're just waiting to be heard, your case is just ready to be heard?
Did you say Butler?
Yeah, all right, did you?
Yes,
speak to
we're
your
ready
case?
on Bomber.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
go press mute as soon, and I don't know if it's Carver or.
It's me.
Is
It's
it
me,
you,
Your
Ms.
Honor.
Carver?
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm-
we're gonna call Bomber and then Butler, please.
And then we have Bentley. The
Calling the
Bentley.
people versus Denise Bomber, ticket number P1317521, one count of violation of instruction permits to driver unaccompanied. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Jane Carver on behalf of Ms. Bomber. Ms. Bomber, can you state your name, please?
Turn your phone off mute. Take the mute off. She can stay off mute at this point. Ms. Bomber, you can stay off mute. Just make sure that no one is talking in your background.
Okay,
And
Just
state your
state your
name for
name.
the record.
okay, my name is Denise Bomer.
Thank you. Ms. Bomber would like to take advantage of the plea offer and enter a plea to fail to display a valid license.
Okay, Ms. Bomber, are you in the process of getting your driver's license?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm going to the school. I'll make up my appointment to go to the driving school.
Okay, so on this failure to display ticket, the fee that I am going to assess you is $200.
Yes,
Are you able to make that within 30 days?
yes, I will.
Okay, so that fee will be due on March 20th, 2023.
Okay.
If you do not pay it by March 20th, then you will be back here in front of me on March 20th, okay?
Okay, can I pay it?
If you pay it, you don't need to come back to court, but I'm setting this for a review date.
Okay.
For March 20th. If you pay it, you don't have to worry about logging back into the Zoom, but if you don't pay it, I expect you to be here.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, so you're giving me March the 20th to pay it?
Yes, $200 by March 20th.
Okay, to March the 20th. Okay, can I pay it online at the 36th District Court?
Yes, you can pay it on 36districtcourt.org.
Yes.
Or there are kiosks, you can find locations for kiosks within the city of Detroit that you can pay at as well, but you can still find those locations on 36districtcourt.org as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I can pay it.
Okay, so you're all set, so just pay that by March 20th. If you don't, again, if you're not able to pay it by March 20th, you need to log back into this courtroom.
Okay, well, I have the money then.
Okay,
March the 20th. Okay, thank you.
so that concludes your matter. So we will enter a guilty plea of failure to display for the and you will pay the $200 by March 20th. You have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Now calling the people versus Rachel Etter Butler, ticket number P1383789. One count of no insurance misdemeanor, one count of defective brake lights. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Jane Carver on behalf of Ms. Butler. Ms. Butler, can you state your name, please?
Rachel Butler.
Yes, Ms. Butler has shown documentation. She fixed her brake light and has insurance, and we move to dismiss both counts.
And you verified the proof of insurance, and you verified that the brake light has been repaired on the 2009 Black GMC.
Yes.
Okay, the court taking note that officer of the court has verified documentation. Ms. Butler, we will dismiss your matters. Make sure that you, from now on, have your insurance and your driver's license. All your paperwork should be in the vehicle with you at all times, anytime that you're driving, so that you don't have to be back here anytime soon, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I paid my insurance up for 6 months. So,
Okay, so this matter is dismissed without prejudice. You have a good day. That concludes your hearing.
thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Your Honor, is Miss Walker in the courtroom?
I'm on Zoom.
Oh, you're on Zoom. Okay, great. Can you meet me in breakout room 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Carver, who are we ready to proceed on?
Melvin Bentley and Shariah Bentley and Picard Burton and Terrence Blanding. He's in the courtroom.
I'm sorry, he's on the what?
Terrence Blanding, he's in the courtroom.
I see Terrence Blandon. I didn't see any of the, I think.
Shariah Bentley's here.
And what about Bentley?
Where did it's Picard Bentley, where did he go? Is that Melvin? No.
Yeah, Melvin Eugene Bentley.
I just need to get him out here.
Do we know, Ms. Carver, do you know who the B140DL is?
No.
I'm gonna admit him again and then put him into a breakout room, or them into a breakout room. If you, at the very end, can find out who they are, perhaps they'll speak to you in a breakout room.
Oh, I think I got Bentley out and now I'm working on Burton.
Okay.
But yes, we will talk to that new person.
Put them in like breakout room 19.
Hello?
Please press mute on your phone until we call your matter. Ready to proceed on Mr. Bentley?
Melvin Bentley, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Bentley, are you able to get into a break room?
Yes, I would.
Now calling the people versus Melvin Eugene Bentley, ticket number SP1277519. Count 1 of driving while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Jane Carver on behalf of Mr. Bentley. Mr. Bentley, can you state your name, please?
Melvin Bentley Jr.
Your Honor, this is the date and time set for a pretrial for these two matters. Mr. Bentley has 3 warrants and 5 tickets in default. He was under the impression that everything was consolidated for today's hearing. So today I would like to ask that we can do that for him in the future. And if you would take the 5 tickets out of default and set aside the warrants so that he can handle all cases together, all 10 cases together.
Okay, and Mr. Bentley, you didn't hire an attorney by the name of Jason Lord, did you?
No.
Okay, this may have been the officer on the case. All right, so the court will set aside all defaults and recall all warrants on this matter and set these all for I'm gonna set them all for a final pre-trial for April 2nd, 2023 at 8:35 a.m. Is that okay, Mr. Bentley? Will you be able to?
Yes, fine. Yes, will the warrant still be on me until then?
No, we're gonna
Will
recall
I
your
still
warrant.
have warrants?
No, you will not have any warrants. I'm gonna recall your warrant now. I'm gonna recall all warrants. I'm gonna set aside all the tickets that are in default as well. And you'll appear back before me on April 12th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m.
Okay.
Okay, unless you have any further questions, that concludes the matter.
No, I do not. No, I do not.
All right, have a good day.
You also. It's okay to leave the room?
You are absolutely free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Ready to proceed on Terrence Blanding. Mr. Blanding, you can unmute your phone and come on to the screen, please. Before we do that, Miss Attorney Carver, can you go into breakout room 19 and find out from B140DL who they are? They're asking for help now, so maybe they'll speak to you.
Room 19.
Room 19, please.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Put them in the room by themselves. We decided to actually talk. Okay, so while she's gone, I landed on the docket for one matter. You gave me 3. What are those?
Oh. Yeah. Oh, these are. Oh, yes.
Mr. Boyd, did you email us your document? Or do you need it? Did you give
My
me
phone was disconnected from the Wi-Fi. But I did.
Boyd?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, ma'am.
Miss Boyd,
I
I'm
need-
sorry. I'm talking to Mr. Boyd right now.
Got it.
Mr. Boyd, Mr. Boyd,
Yes,
did you send in your documentation?
Ma'am, I took pictures of all of them. I don't have the email that I need to send it to
Okay,
a
the
yours.
clerk will email, the clerk is going to put it in the chat what the email address is.
She gonna do what, ma'am?
She's gonna send you a message on the chat what our email address is.
Okay, well, I don't know how I'm gonna receive that with you on the phone.
No, it's a chat.
You'll be able to see it when it should just pop up for you. If it doesn't, we'll walk you through it, okay?
Okay.
All right. For the rest of you, we are just waiting for House Counsel to come back to court, into the courtroom, in the virtual courtroom. Please be patient. Oh, we do have one. Are we ready to proceed, Mr. Blanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Blanding, I see you now. Now I'm calling the People versus Terrence Javion Blanding Jr., ticket number SP 1335886. one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Jane Carver on behalf of Mr. Blanding. Mr. Blanding, can you state your name for the record, please?
Here's Blanding.
Yes, Mr. Blanding has provided proof of current insurance on his 2015 Malibu, and we move to dismiss.
Okay, Attorney Carver, were you aware that Mr. Blanding has a future court date of March 6th, 2023 for no insurance and allowing an unlicensed driver to drive?
I was not.
All right. I am going to dismiss the ticket that's before us today, ticket number ending in 8881 for valid document. And Mr. Blandon, we're just gonna have you come back. You probably should have mentioned to the attorney that you have 2 more hearings in front of me on March 6th. So we'll just have you come back on March 6th at 1:30 p.m. If you have your license and or the driver's license of whomever you had to drive that day, and also your insurance, you may be able to have those matters dismissed as well. So we'll see you on March 6th, and this matter before us today will be dismissed.
Okay.
You're free to go, but make sure that you have that on your schedule for March 6th at 1:30.
Okay.
Mr. Boyd, can you see the email? Did you see the chat that was sent to you with our email address in it?
Mr. Boyd or Mr. Ball?
John Boyd.
Oh.
And I couldn't get anyone to respond to me in the B14 ODL.
And they keep saying, they keep asking for help in that courtroom, but I mean, in that breakout room. He just asked for help again, or she.
Are you done, Mr. Ball? Oh. Oh.
I am so sorry, Ms. Carver. Will you please try in room 19 one more time? And this time, let them know if they cannot speak to you, if they are unable to operate, to call the courtroom.
I have a couple more people I need to speak to before him, besides him, that might respond. Okay. If you want me to do those, do all 3.
The problem is he keeps interrupting my screen.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I'll tell him. Yeah, I understand then. I'll tell him to, what's the courtroom number?
Phone number for the courtroom. If he can hear you and you can't hear him, just give him the courtroom number and have them, whoever it is.
What is the phone for the courtroom?
965-2291.
Okay.
Sean Boyd, or the person who's helping Sean Boyd, did you get the chat with our email address in it? You have to unmute so that I can hear you.
No, ma'am.
Okay. What's the email?
It's CTRM. The email address is CTRM335@36 District.
Can you repeat that again?
Can you repeat that, ma'am?
TRM.
PRM.
C is in cat, T is in Tom, R is in Robert, M is in Mary.
Ma'am, you taking me for a loop,
No,
ma'am.
Mr. Boyd, you're gonna have to bring the documents into the court.
Okay, I can bring them down there now.
Okay, just bring them on in. I think that would come a lot easier for you.
Okay, I'm on my way down there now.
Okay.
All right.
You can leave.
You'll just take this shit down there. Should have said that. To what courtroom are we going to?
You would say
335.
9.
Courtroom 335, Mr. Boyd.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, House Counsel, are we ready to proceed on any other matters?
Just kind of one, like, just kind of go across that and make sure that it's taught.
Okay, court is in recess for 5 minutes.
I know it ain't the one there, but I.
I didn't get a response.
I'm sorry.
I was just speaking to the judge.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
But I work with Mr. Porter.
Madam Clerk, are you there?
We have gone on a 5-minute recess, Attorney Carver, so she's coming back momentarily.
Okay, I just needed to check a VIN number with her.
Okay. And were you able to give the person in the other room our number?
I mean, I told them the number, but I didn't hear anything or see anything.
Okay, I'm getting ready to remove them. So you had your phone off of mute, B140DL. You asked for assistance several times while you were in the breakout room. I am making one final attempt for you to unmute your phone and tell us who you are before you are removed from this virtual courtroom.
Keith Banks, Keith Banks.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Banks. We've been trying to reach you for quite some time. Are you unable to operate your phone?
Well, I got it now. I was trying. I've been trying for 2 hours.
We saw you. I was getting a little impatient, but we did see you. So we are going to put you in a breakout room. You keep yourself off of mute. Stay in the breakout room so that the attorney can talk to you because you have quite a few matters on the docket today. Okay, Mr. Banks?
All right.
I know technology isn't for everybody. We're trying.
All righty. Thank you.
So I'm gonna ask you to, it's gonna say for you to move into a breakout room. You just accept that and then just stay there. She'll be there momentarily. Do not move out of that breakout room until she tells you to.
All right.
All right.
We're also ready on Barclay now.
Okay, give me one moment. I'm gonna put Mr. Banks into breakout room number 21, I believe. Uh-oh. Let me see. Sorry. 1 second. All right. Yeah. I'm moving Mr. Banks to breakout room number 21. Oh. All right, who are we ready to proceed on? Or did you need, she wants you to put a VIN number, did you get that?
What was the name, did she say? Oh, she didn't.
Who is it that you want a VIN number run on, Attorney Carver?
That would be Barclay. But we're ready on a few, or a couple before that.
Okay, who are we ready on?
Picard Burton and Shariah Bentley. And then the Micaiah Barclay, I just wanted to confirm the VIN on the insurance for the insurance.
Here, I'm gonna give her his file so she can pull his, so she could pull his driver's license number. And Shariah. And did anyone get a chance to speak to Mr. Law?
He didn't join.
Mr. Ball, did you ever speak to an attorney? Unmute your phone. Mr. Ball, did you speak to the other attorney in the breakout room?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, give me 1 moment. As soon as she's ready, be ready to proceed. I'm gonna call the Bentley matter first and then Mr. Burton. Now calling the people versus, so sorry, I'm so sorry. One moment. We were in recess. Now in session. Go. All right. Now calling the people versus Shariah Bantique Bentley, ticket number P1283234. 1 count of driving while license suspended. 1 count of driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. 1 count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Jane Carver here on behalf of Ms. Bentley. Ms. Bentley, can you state your name, please?
Shariah Bentley.
Ms. Bentley would like to take advantage of the plea offer for the 4 matters that are not adjudicated, which would be 2 counts of failed to display a valid license in exchange for the dismissal of the registration and insurance ticket. She has 2 matters that are here for review. She still does owe $448. I'd ask that you give her 60 days to pay, but meanwhile, she's going to set up a payment plan with the front desk.
Ms. Bentley, how much have you paid on the ones that are in, the ones that you have a payment plan on?
I only had a payment plan on one of my tickets and I finished paying on it. And I finished that in January.
We couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you either. My court reporter needs to be able to hear you clearly. Can you say that again?
I said I had one ticket that I was paying on and I had finished paying on it in January, the beginning of January.
If you are not Ms. Bentley, please mute your phone because background noise drowns her voice out and we're unable to hear her clearly. Thank you, Ms. Bentley.
Hello, can you hear me?
If we are not on your matter, please mute your phone once again until I call your case. Ms. Bentley, you realize that you have some future court dates as well?
Yes, I have one on I think it's the 27th of this month, and I have one on the 21st of next month.
I didn't know that. It might be better for you to, instead of doing the offer today, to set everything for one date.
Okay.
It will be financially beneficial for you to do that.
Okay. So are those dates for the same tickets?
There'll be all of the tickets that you have, including the review that was being heard today and the pretrial matters that were on the docket for today. So 1, 2, 3, you had 4 pretrial matters on the docket today. You had 2 review hearings on the docket for today. You have 1 future, and you have 2 more future dates. So what I usually do is I take that last future date. What we're gonna do is take all of these matters, set aside your default. I'm gonna recall any.
No. I can't hear you. If somebody talking, I can't hear you.
I know, ma'am. I'm gonna recall all of any warrants if you have any. I'm gonna recall any warrants that you may have. I'm gonna set aside all the defaults that you have. And we're gonna set all of your matters for, what's our latest date?
2/24, let me make sure.
Did you say you have 1 court date on February 24th, and when is the other?
No, I said the 27th and the 21st of March.
So we're gonna set all of these matters for the 21st of March.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be one big lump sum. Are y'all able to tell me how much it is now so I can start paying on it, or I have to wait till my court date?
We'll have to wait till your court date because
Okay.
what, on that day, you know how Ms. Carver talked to you and she was able to talk to the prosecutor and get an offer for you to reduce or remove some things that are on this
Yes.
ticket?
Yes, ma'am.
On that day, they'll take into consideration the totality of all the tickets that you have. In the meantime, I'm gonna need you to make sure that you're driving with your driver's license, that you're doing the speed limit, that you have your insurance, because you don't want to keep on having court dates. You have 3 scheduled within the next 3 months.
Okay. Well, I'm not driving anymore at the moment, so I'm trying to get my license now.
And your court date on March 21st, where is that at?
I think it's there. It's the 36th district. I think it's with Miss Ford.
So Judge Ford is retired. I'm her replacement in this courtroom.
Okay,
So
well, they haven't
we're
sent
gonna
me a
just
new
still
one.
set all of the matters for March 21st, and we'll see you on March 21st. That concludes your hearing.
Okay,
Okay?
okay,
And so at that time, all of the offers will be made the way that it was today, but it will be all of your matters.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome to go.
All right,
But make
yeah, I
sure
have
that make sure you're back here on March 21st at 8:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Take care.
You too.
See it on Mr. Picard, or Mr. Burton, I should say. Now
Yes.
calling the People versus
Yes.
Donald Picard Jr., ticket number P1375754. One count of 16 to 20 miles over the posted speed, one count of no receipt or unsigned registration, one count of no insurance. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Jane Carver on behalf of Mr. Burton. Mr. Burton, can you state your name, please?
Donald Picard Burton Jr.
Thank you. Mr. Burton would like to set these matters for a bench trial date.
Mr. Burton, you had an opportunity to speak to the attorney about your trial rights,
Yes, Your Honor.
and you realize you have a right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And you do realize that I will be the,
I'm sorry, you kind of broke up, Your Honor.
oh, you realize that instead of a jury trial, you'll be having a trial before me as a trier of fact.
Yes, Your Honor.
This matter will be set, the court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and set this matter for trial on March 10th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. Do you have any questions?
Yes. I know it's 10th of March. She'll be coming. I haven't seen her in about a year. She'll be coming to town that day. Is there any way I can get it for her? My daughter, birthday is March the 10th. She'll be coming in town. I haven't seen her in about a year. And I was wondering if I could get a different date.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, for sure. Does March 24th work?
Yes, I'm sorry, ma'am.
March 20th. Can you do March
Yes,
24th?
Yes, Your Honor, I can.
Okay, so we'll see you on March 24th instead at 8:30 a.m. Same Zoom room.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Are we ready to proceed on?
I just need to speak to one more person, I believe.
Okay, and then
I don't think I have anyone else out here right now. Those must be missed.
Warfield, are you out there? Attorney Warfield, are you ready?
She's in 17, Mr. Brown.
Oh, I was gonna go speak to Mr. Brown, so I guess I don't need to go speak to Mr. Brown then after all.
Because Mr. Brown was saying that he was pushing the help button. So are any
Okay.
of these that are ready to be seen that are on my screen. Well, I don't know if you can see them all. Are you ready to, or do you have Barkley, Banks, Burdine, Boyd?
I
or
have
Brown?
Barkley. I don't have anyone but Barkley.
Just Barkley?
Yes, but it looks like Attorney Warfield should be done because I think Mr. Brown was the last person that I was just about to go see.
Okay. I don't have.
But Mr. Barkley is ready. Oh, that was the one I wanted to just double check the VIN though.
It's not printing. I'm not sure what's going on.
It's not printing.
No, it printed, now it printed for.
We're not allowed to say it over the. Yeah, we're not allowed to give them. I don't know if you're aware, Attorney Carver, that we're no longer allowed to give you the results over Zoom or over the, over Zoom.
The results?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's what the clerks have been told, but we are not able to print this. I would like to print it and send it to you.
Printed earlier for.
You mean I can't confirm the VIN number over Zoom? Or I'm
I
not
think
sure.
we could, it's like, I believe that they told us we could just tell you like it's okay or not okay, but can't give you detail.
Oh, okay. So can I just say it then?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 1LNHM81W65Y6174.
We're writing. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were just looking at it on the ticket.
I'm not looking at it. I need to write it down and then go over
Okay.
there.
Okay, 1L N81W65Y617450. Sorry.
And what are you trying to verify from this VIN number, Ms. Carver?
If it's the same VIN number as on the ticket. There's a VIN number on the ticket, right? Or did I make that up?
I think you made that up. What kind of car is it?
Yeah, because I don't see that.
Lincoln Town Car signature.
What color? What year? What color?
It's cut off. That's why I went with the VIN. Mr. Barclay.
There's no
Mr.
VIN
Barclay,
number on
can you
the
hear?
ticket.
Mr. Barclay, what is your insurance? What
I see it.
what year and color is your car, Mr. Barclay? If you can unmute for us.
Yeah, that's what she needs to know.
Is it a matching VIN number?
Hello.
Well, it matches what's on the ticket. Is that what you want?
So it matches. It's not on the ticket, but it is in the system.
Okay, great. Thank
It's
you.
a match. You ready to proceed on Mr. Barkley?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Attorney Warfield, didn't you just talk to Mr. Brown in room 17?
Mr. Terrence Brown
Darryl
or
Brown.
yes, Darryl Brown. Well, I didn't speak with him. He's not able to connect to audio, Your Honor. So I told him to try to call the court, and I was trying to do the chat function, and that wasn't working. But he's not able to connect to audio via Zoom.
Did you give him the court number?
I did.
Okay, or the Zoom number, there's a capability for him to call in on Zoom too. He's still asking for help. Are you able to give him the Zoom number?
What? Yep, I can give it to him. I just don't know it.
Okay.
Madam Clerk is gonna give it to you, but I'm gonna call the next case in the meantime.
I'm gonna.
She's gonna chat it to you.
Okay.
And then Attorney Warfield, I can go back and speak to Mr. Brown after I finish this last one on the record.
Perfect. I think he just needs to get the Zoom number.
Okay.
So I will forward that to you. And
I think you need to go on the record after I'm done with this one.
correct. Yep.
Thank you. Now calling the people versus Barclay. Did I say that right? I'm sure I did.
Micaiah Shar Barclay. I can barely hear you. You real low.
Okay, I'll speak louder. Now calling the people versus Micaiah Sharp Barclay, ticket number P 1378613. One count of failure to use seatbelt. Ticket number P 1378623. One count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Jane Carver on behalf of Mr. Barclay. Mr. Barclay, can you state your name, please?
Micaiah Shar Barclay.
Mr. Barclay has provided valid insurance and he would like to take responsibility for the seatbelt ticket today.
You were able to verify the insurance, Ms. Carver, on your own?
I'm sorry?
Yes.
You were able to verify his insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Were you aware that he has an outstanding no insurance misdemeanor?
I was not, Your Honor.
All right. Is it in default?
What, is that in your courtroom as well?
Yeah, so I am going to call this case as well today instead of having Mr. Barclay come back on the 16th. We are going for the record to add ticket number SP 137-65421. One count of no insurance misdemeanor. Seeing that the court, that an officer of the court has verified that Mr. Barclay does have insurance, the court will set aside or will dismiss both of the no insurance matters, both ticket number 5421 and ticket number 8623. Mr. Barclay will plead responsible to the failure to use seatbelt ticket, and the court will assess. Give me one, please. All right, the court's gonna assess a fee of $135 on that matter. I just wanna make sure that that's correct.
I think Daryl Brown is lost again.
Okay, apologies for that. The court will assess a fee of $65 for failure to use the seatbelt. Mr. Barclay, are you able to pay that within the next 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that ticket, that $65 will be due on 4/17/23. If you do not pay it by 4/17/23, then you need to log back into the Zoom room on that day for a review here.
Okay.
April 17th, 2023 at 8:30. 8:35, I apologize.
Oh, there he is, I think, Daryl.
All right, are you all set, Mr. Barclay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have a good day.
So that court date from 3/16, I don't have to show up for that one?
The court date is April 17th at 8:35 a.m. If you pay that ticket before that date, you do not have to appear. However, if you do not pay it before that date, you will be expected to be into this courtroom on the same Zoom.
Okay, what about the 3/16/23 court date for the
You're
other
done.
ticket?
We handled that
Okay.
matter today.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
all right, you're all set.
All right.
Are we ready to proceed on?
Your Honor, we are ready to proceed on everyone else who is present in the main session here. So Mr. Rashard Burdine, Ms. Tenisha Boyd, Mr. Terrence Brown, and Mr. Keith Banks.
All right, I think Mr. Brown has been waiting the longest, if I'm not mistaken, at least in the main session. So I will call him next. Give me one moment. Mr. Brown, can you turn your camera on, please?
Mr. Brown, can you please turn on your camera?
Terrence Brown, I thought we were waiting on. Okay, never mind. We'll call you Mr. Rashard Burdine since he's ready to go. Now calling the people versus Terrence or Rashard Deontay Burdine, ticket number X 410-9903. One count of open intox in the vehicle, one count of speeding, 11 and 15 over. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391 on behalf of Mr. Burdine, who is present via Zoom. Mr. Burdine, can you please state your name for the record?
Rashard Yancey Burdine.
Thank you. Your Honor, today was the time and date set for a pretrial for the misdemeanor offense and a hearing for the civil infraction for Mr. Burdine. I did have an opportunity to speak with the prosecutor. Your Honor, there was not an offer at this time for my client. However, the prosecutor did mention that if he has the option to take a Michigan defensive driver's course, she may, be willing to amend some charges after he takes that. However, my client has decided to waive his right to a jury trial and wants to have a bench trial on his matters.
Okay, before we enter a not guilty plea on Mr. Burdine's behalf and set this matter for a bench trial on March 10th, 2003 at 8:30 a.m. And Mr. Burdine, if you take the class by then, there may be an offer that could be availed to you at that time. However, you will be expected to proceed prior to that.
Your Honor, you did go out. We couldn't hear you that last part.
Okay. Mr. Burdine, is it your understanding that you will have a bench trial before me as the trier of fact?
Yes.
Okay, and so we will schedule that matter for March 10th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. And in the meantime, if you do avail yourself of the class, you may be able to receive an offer on the date of trial.
Okay, I think I have another matter which I have to handle Wednesday, I think.
One moment. Are you sure it's at 36? Are you sure it's before me?
I think it is.
I'm not seeing anything either.
We see it. But we're gonna schedule that one for March 10th as well. So you don't have to come back on Wednesday for that one. However, you will be expected to be here on March 12th on all of the tickets. This is another open alcohol, Mr. Gordon. So I'm gonna encourage you to take that class.
Yeah, that one was as a passenger. The first one was as a driver, I believe.
They both say driver.
He gave someone else the driver's ticket and gave me as a passenger, or was supposed to.
All I can see is what's on the ticket, Mr. Verdine, and it says open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver for that ticket as well as the one for today, open intoxicants in the vehicle driver.
Okay.
Either way, I strongly encourage you to take the class before you come back for your trial before me on March 10th.
You said the 10th or the 12th?
The 10th, March 10th. That's a Friday, March 10th at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
And all of your matters will be heard on that same day. You do not have to appear on Wednesday.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Mr. Brown, are you ready now? Terrence Brown? Going once, going twice, okay. Now, people versus Terrence LaShawn Brown, ticket number P1369732, one count of driving while license suspended, repeat offender, one count of blockading moving lane of traffic. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, on behalf of Mr. Terrence Brown, who is present via Zoom. Mr. Brown, can you please state your name for the record?
Terrence Brown.
Thank you. Your Honor, I had an opportunity to speak with my client. He informed me that he has other civil infractions that he thought was going to be on the docket for today as well. I was able to locate those civil infractions, and it looks like it went into default. As again, there was confusion about a court date. He thought that these matters were set for today, and they were actually set for January 17th, it looks like. However, Your Honor, what I'm asking is if my client, he would like to set his matters for a bench trial, but he would want a global resolution for all of his matters, including those civil infractions. So if that is possible, Your Honor, we will be looking for a date for all of his matters with 36th District.
Is it only defaults or does he have any more?
It's only defaults, Your Honor.
Okay, the court will set aside all defaults in this matter, in his matter, or in the other matter as well, and schedule. Attorney Warfield, I think I'm gonna schedule them all for a final pretrial on April 12th.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is Mr. Terrence LaShawn Brown, scheduled for a final pretrial on April 12th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m. And we will combine all of his hearings on that day.
He has show on February 13th.
Scratch that, Ms. Warfield, because he has matters being heard on February 13th as well. Mr. Brown? Mr.
Yes.
Brown, you need to start obeying traffic laws, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Those are a lot of these is from I think a year, 2 years ago during the pandemic.
Okay. Traffic laws are still traffic laws, even in a pandemic. So we're gonna schedule all of these for the date that you have upcoming on February 13th.
Okay.
If possible,
Yeah.
if possible, I'd like to try to retain counsel. So is it possible that I can get a little bit more time?
One moment.
We see you measure shit over there like a mad scientist. You motherfucker need to know. So what's up, fight?
Are you requesting house counsel or are you gonna retain an attorney of your own?
I'm going to retain one.
And so you knew that you had court on February 13th, right?
Yes, I knew that now. Just learned that about a week ago.
Okay, so you haven't had an opportunity to try to retain counsel for that date as of yet?
No,
either?
no, I was going to ask, the court for time to retain counsel.
Okay, give us 1 moment. Okay, Mr. Brown, we will schedule all of your matters on April 12th, 2023. They will be heard. Well, we're gonna set it for a final pretrial to give you time to retain an attorney. I do expect for you to have a retained attorney on that day. Just make a note so I can make sure that I'm aware of why we set this matter so far out. So you'll be back here in this same Zoom on April 12th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Your Honor, next we have Miss Tenisha Boyd, who is also looking for a bench trial date, Your Honor.
Do you have 4 matters on Ms. Boyd today?
I do.
Okay. Now calling the people versus Tenisha Danielle Boyd, ticket number ST 137-24251, one count of speeding 16 and 20 over the speed. Ticket number SP 137-24411, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 137-24253, one count of no valid registration certificate. And ticket number SP 137-24252, one count of equipment violation or improper unauthorized equipment. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, on behalf of Ms. Boyd, who is present via Zoom. Ms. Boyd, can you please state your name for the record?
Tenisha Boyd.
Ms. Boyd, are you driving your vehicle right now?
Oh, no. I'm sitting in the car. I'm just sitting here.
Okay.
Your Honor, today is the time and day separate. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
It just looked like she was checking her.
When she was looking around, I did too. That's why I paused. I'm like, wait.
I got somebody working on my house right now. I'm just making sure you do what you're supposed to do. That's all.
Got it. Thank you so much. All right, go ahead, Ms. Warfield.
Your Honor, today is the time and day set for a pretrial and a hearing for Ms. Boyd. I had the opportunity to speak with Ms. Boyd and the prosecutor in her matters. Your Honor, she has elected to set a bench trial date. I did explain her rights to a jury trial, and she has waived those rights. She wants to set it for a pretrial date and also give her more time to take the Michigan Driver's Defensive course.
Okay. How long does it usually take to take that course?
I believe it's online, but I know there is a cost associated with it. So I'm not sure how long Ms. Boyd would need to get the funds in order to take the course, but I know it is a course online. I'm not sure.
Okay, give me 1 moment. Would you be able to take that course by April 12th, Ms. Boyd?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and schedule all these matters for a bench trial. That means that you are, will be before me as the trier of fact, as opposed to in front of a jury. Did you understand those, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I will see you here April 12th, 2023 for a bench trial at 8:30 a.m. I'm sorry.
At 8:30. Okay. Sounds good.
All right, that concludes this hearing.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Next, we have Mr. Antoine Ball, Your Honor.
Now calling the People versus Antoine Maurice Ball Sr., ticket number P1372178, one count of reckless driving. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, on behalf of Mr. Ball, who was present via Zoom. Mr. Ball, can you please state your name for the record?
Antoine Maurice Ball Sr.
Thank you. Your Honor, today was the time and date set for a pretrial for Mr. Ball's matter. I did have an opportunity to speak with the prosecutor. There is no offer at this time, Your Honor. So my client would like to set his matter for a bench trial. He does waive his right to a jury trial as that was explained to him. So he will be looking for a date at this time.
Okay, and Mr. Ball, you understood those rights that were explained to you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so you do understand that you are giving up your right to a bench to a jury trial and will be before me as the trier of fact. We're gonna schedule that bench trial for March 10th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m.
Can it be sooner?
Why do you want it sooner, Mr.
It could have been a day, ma'am. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's just unnecessary. I was just trying to get it over with. It's totally totally misunderstanding.
Might be able to do more, sir. Let me see. What does my doctor look like on her shirt? You have some weird.
Yeah. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good
I
morning.
have Sean Boyd.
Oh, you can send him.
Send him
He
in.
has documents. Will you just take his documents and tell him to stay here for a month?
Yes. You want me to bring him in?
You could just take
document.
his documents for now so that we can verify his documents with the prosecutor and then, but tell him to stay here. Mr.
March 10th will be fine, Your Honor. That'll be fine.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate you because I have
I want to put you out your place.
February and March. So we're gonna go ahead and keep that date for March 10th. 8:30 a.m. The court has entered a not guilty plea on your behalf.
Thank
and you have a
Your
$0 fine that will be continued.
Excuse me. A bond. Was I supposed to be locked up or something for that?
$0 bond. It's a $0 personal bond. So you're out. You've been out. You've always had a bond, but it was just it was a no cash bond.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you then.
Take care.
You too. Yo.
Your Honor, the last person I spoke with was Mr. Keith Banks. He is looking for a trial date as well. He contends that it wasn't his vehicle and things of that nature. So we'll be looking for a date for him as well.
Okay.
Mr. Banks, can you please put your camera on as we're waiting for the judge?
I think she told me I could do that. Oh, so I'll give me one.
Is we on?
Yes, we are. We're getting ready to be on in 2 seconds, Mr. Banks. Oh my God. All right. Now calling the People versus Keith Bank, ticket number P1377620. One count of expired plates, one count of no insurance, one count of failure to use a seatbelt. Ticket number P1377622. One count of driving with a revoked license. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, on behalf of Mr. Banks, who was present via Zoom. Mr. Banks, can you please turn on your camera and state your name for the record?
Is it on now?
It's not.
Mr. Banks, just state your name for the record, please.
All right, Keith Banks.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today was the time and date set for pretrial and hearings for Mr. Banks' matters. After speaking with him, he has waived his right to a jury trial and would like to have a bench trial for his matters, as he does have certain contentions. So we will be looking for a bench trial date at this time.
Mr. Banks, you understood your right to a jury trial?
Yes.
And you understand that you're foregoing that right to have a trial heard before me as a trier of fact?
Yes.
We will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and schedule this for March 10, 2023 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, thank you.
Do you have any questions?
No, thanks.
Okay, we will see you on March 10th, Mr. Banks, the same Zoom room, but in the meantime, Mr. Banks, I need you to have someone show you on Zoom how to make sure that I can see you on camera, okay?
All right.
How to make sure that you can zoom in here on camera and then operate your phone, because I think we had quite a bit of difficulty speaking to you earlier.
All right.
All right, take care.
All righty. Thank you.
You're welcome. And the court will set aside all the defaults on that. Ms. Warfield, the court's gonna set aside all defaults on that matter, because I believe there were some that you may not have been aware of.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, man. Finally up there. March 10th, 8:30.
Banks, Mr. Banks,
Yes.
you are free to leave. Please log off.
All right. All right, thank you. All right.
All right. You ready on Daryl Brown?
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like a
Now
bench
call
trial.
the People versus Daryl Brown, ticket number P1380271. One count of no insurance misdemeanor, one count of expired plates. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Jane Carver on behalf of Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, can you state your full name, please?
Daryl Brown.
Mr. Brown would like to set this matter for a bench trial date.
Okay, Mr. Brown, you were aware of your right. Yeah, you're aware of your right to a jury trial, and you decided to have a trial before me as a trier of fact.
Yes.
The court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and schedule this matter for a bench trial on March 10th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. Your bound will continue. Your personal bound will be continued, and then if there's nothing further, counselor, this matter is concluded.
Nothing further.
So March 10th, 8:30.
Same Zoom. Yep.
Okay. See, I didn't, because they had me switch rooms. I was in the wrong place. I've been on here 2.5 hours.
We all have, Mr. Brown. We'll see you though. Take care.
All right.
Did we have a Sean Boyd check in? Oh, shoot, that's right, he's here. So Council, who has Sean Boyd? Who has Sean Boyd?
I do not.
I did not speak with the Sean Boy, Your Honor.
Oh, that's right, he wanted to represent himself, so you ladies are free to go.
Okay.
You wanna-
Thank you, Your Honor.
You have a good day, thank you so much. You can bring Mr. Boyd in.
Should we stand by in case?
Yeah, would you please, just
Yeah,
in case?
of course, of course.
Not an attorney, but and most of these matters are probably gonna get dismissed, but I just wanna make sure. You can stand at the podium, Mr. Boyd. I'm glad you can make it down.